I'm out on the trail today, awaiting some rain. It's cold, it's foggy. Oh man, it's fantastic. It really is. Also, I am far away from anyone and everyone. This is a trail that you all have seen before, and it continues to be one of my favorite. Anytime that I want a quick trip with lots of isolation, I come here. My name is Luke. This is the Outdoor Gear Review. Here with the channel, it's all about adventure. It's about information. That's it. I'm not here to sell you products. I don't care if you ever purchase anything that you see me use or review in my videos. This channel is about helping you all make good decisions for yourself while inspiring you to get into the outdoors. With that being said, let's get going. We have some miles to do and rain is on the way. Concerning this area, this is a state park and it has been closed for camping indefinitely until the coronavirus is long behind us. We can still come out here and hike for now. I figured with the rain coming in and this trail still being open, it's a great time to come out and spend some time with my friends. My question for you all is this. Please pause the video, comment down below, and tell me how you're doing. How are you holding up? Are you in lockdown? How's your family? Here with the Outdoor Gear Review, we are a family. So make sure to share down below. I read every single comment. I can't respond to them all. Not on YouTube, it's impossible. But I answer every email, every Facebook message. Now, as far as the virus goes, and my life, my family and I, we are doing just fine. As many would rightfully assume, we were prepared. And this is something that I will talk about later on in this adventure. The importance of being prepared, but at the same time, not having to talk about it. It's very, very important. For this adventure, it's more than a hike. It is also lunchtime. I'm also looking forward to having a cup of coffee while sitting next to the creek. That's going to be very nice. It's interesting how when you go into the outdoors, it's the simplest of things that mean the most, that have the most positive impact upon you, such as sitting next to a creek, having lunch, having coffee, hearing no people, just the silence of the forest. That's pretty special, isn't it? Whoa, check this out. I was hiking and something caught my attention. It's a fireplace. There used to be a house here a very, very long time ago. It's made from brick. And here's another part of it. In my opinion, it's pretty obvious why this house is no longer here, this homestead. There are too many creeks, too many streams around it. We have one over here. We have one that comes down the road, and there's another one here on the other side. It is these factors here which make for a very poor home site selection. Wow, check this out. Big piece of cast iron. Walking around, there's quite a bit of debris here. Old pieces of steel. Huh. Wow. Check that out. Does anyone know what that is? I do. It's a bed frame, part of one. I don't see the other part. It's probably covered in moss somewhere. That's wild. That is wild. This is part of a shoe. It's a piece of leather. Tire. Here's some more of that shoe. There's the sole on the ground. I personally find all of this to be very interesting. I've hiked past this many, many times, and I've never noticed it. This time, I was going just a little bit slower because of all the rain gear. Didn't want to sweat. And it caught my eye. Let me ask you all a question. Do you want to get out and enjoy the simple things like I am today? If so, I have the key to doing so. You have to feel good. It's as simple as that. You have to feel good. I'm not talking about being coronavirus free. I'm talking about being healthy. If you want to get out, if you want to explore the wilderness like I am, if you want to sit around a creek, drink coffee, and have some peace and quiet, it's all about being healthy, feeling good. And with all that is taking place today around the world with the coronavirus, it's a great opportunity to really drive home the point. We all need to be taking care of ourselves. If you have some sort of health issue that you've been putting off dealing with, deal with it. Maybe you're a little bit overweight, deal with it. If you have diabetes, and it's the type that can be cured, cure it. Do what you have to do to cure yourself, to take care of yourself. Now, of course, some people have illnesses and diseases and whatnot that truly do hold them back. That can't be cured. I understand this. Everybody has issues. The question becomes, how can you work with those issues? I can't begin to tell you all how many viewers that I've heard from who have made changes in their lives and are doing exactly what I'm doing. People who have major issues. Some people who have deformities. Some people who have lost limbs and other health problems. Issues that most people cannot even imagine. They're doing it. And the thing is, you can too. It's all about working with and around the issues, the problems that you have. The last thing I will say about this is that you do not have to wait to get started. You can get started right now. Start moving your body. Do it inside your home. Do push-ups, sit-ups, step up on a chair, do jumping jacks, run in place, whatever it takes. You got this, folks. Everybody is in control of their own destiny. Everything's been set up. I have my water going for my lunch and for my coffee. Life is good. It's raining pretty good right now. And to be honest, it could be thundering. I have no idea. The sound of the creek here is so loud. I'm not even sure if you all can really hear me. I didn't think about that before I came here. But yeah, it is loud. There's no doubt about it. This is pretty nice. It really is. I love hearing the sound of the water, the rain peppering down on the tarp. It makes for a good day. It really does. This is what I'm having for lunch. I have some sort of teriyaki beef noodle thing. And I am going to add some chicken to it. Some ginger chicken. Now with this meal here, it says microwave only. I say nonsense. Either this will be good or terrible. We shall see. So let's start off with some coffee, everybody. Cheers. Thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. Woo. Ooh. That's good. That's really good. Let's move on to lunch, shall we? If my goal was to make something super disgusting, I would have won some sort of award. For the coffee anyways. We'll see about this. Now folks, that is awesome. That is really, really good. As far as the weather goes, it is raining, but it's not very, very heavy. Now, the forecast, they were calling for like an inch of rain today, an inch tonight. We have not gotten that so far. I do not have service down here, so I can't check the weather either. With temperatures like these, around 40 degrees, it is dangerous. You have to be careful. And the quality of your rain gear is super, super important. Not only the quality, but you have to limit sweat. What good is rain gear if you're drenched in sweat at the end? So go slower, vent. It's important. So let's talk about prepping for any sort of natural disaster, emergency, whatever. Personally, I don't like the term prepper too much. There's some negativity connected to it, and oftentimes people think of conspiracy theories and people that are insane and whatnot, but those who prepare, that's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about regular, everyday folks like you and I. Those who prepare logically, realistically, sensibly, those are the people who make it through hardships easier than other people. And that's because they've taken the time, they thought about what could happen, and they thought about how they can get through those events smoothly, or smoother than other individuals who haven't thought and taken the time to plan and gather resources. When it comes to prepping, the first rule is never, ever, ever tell anyone. That is so very important. You could prep for an emergency and still be a raging idiot, and that is not what I recommend. Prep for it. Be quiet. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what you have. Do not talk about your firearms. It is vital that you keep all of that stuff private to yourself. As soon as others know what you have, they will want it. And that's the key for any sort of emergency, national disaster. What you have prepared, what you have stored, needs to be a secret for you and your closest of family. for this episode, that is my advice, everyone. Keep all of that information very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Oh, man. As this coffee's gotten colder, it's gotten better. It's really not that bad. When it was hot, ooh, foul. When it comes to being prepared, I was going to go into more detail about this until I realized the time. This place is about to close, which means I need to get out of here ASAP before they lock the gates. We will talk more about this in the future. So after a couple of hours at the creek, it is time to pack up and go, everyone. It will be getting dark soon. So the rain is coming down, it's very light, but it is falling. And what comes to mind at the moment is an episode of Survivor Man. It's the episode where he's stranded in his car, then he went hiking through the woods and found a house or something like that. I've always liked Les Stroud in his videos, but he makes a lot of mistakes in his episodes. In that particular episode, he is plowing through the woods, soaked in sweat, plowing through creeks, getting his feet wet. He's going so fast, so hard. He's about to have a heart attack in the middle of the woods. And the reason is because that show is fake to a point. He knew exactly where he was going to get to that house. And he knew that within an hour or two that he would be dry and warm. That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't know why I was thinking about that episode. It just came to mind. I'm back up into the fog. This is so cool. I love being out in the fog. It's so mysterious. For myself at least, I tend to have really odd or really interesting or cool experiences. Walk through the fog, come up on a buck, or maybe a fox, or maybe a bobcat. I've had all of those experiences happen to me. It is without a doubt a different world in the rain, the fog, the weather. While not quite as wet as I wanted, it was still pretty good. I had a good time. Woo, yeah! The adventure is done. So it's a little bit after 6 o'clock at night. It's raining just a little bit. All in all, this wasn't the big rainstorm that I thought it was going to be, but yet, it was still fun. It was. I know in this episode I've given you a lot to talk about, a lot to think about, so make sure to comment down below, share your thoughts about everything that I've discussed in this episode. I will see you all next Thursday with the next adventure, and also Sunday and Tuesday with the next uploads. I want to wish you all well. Everyone, be careful, be safe, strength and honor. Bye.